Well, hello everybody. Nicholas McGinnis here, Meadow Green Farm, Antigonish, Nova Scotia. And I thought I would do a video. We're April 17th, I think it is. April 17th, Good Friday, Easter weekend. And we're at the tail end of the hay feeding season. I think by May 5th, these guys will probably be on grass exclusively. A really good winter for the cattle. We didn't have a whole lot of snow. January, early February was quite cold. A lot of nights were down to minus 18 Celsius, minus 22. And, for those who don't follow along with the channel, these cattle are outwintered all winter. This is one of the pastures that they're in. There's a few trees here. There's some spruce trees. It's sheltered. The ground is dry. I rotate them around. I had about 14 acres that I kept the cattle in most of the winter. There was maybe 2 weeks where I kept them kind of penned up in a smaller holding area of about half an acre. It was just, we had a lot of snow and there was some ice on some of the trails. So the cattle were confined to one area, but that's fine. We've 14 or 15 bales in one spot. We'll pile that up with the tractor this spring and let it compost, and we can use it in the garden. But for the most part, we've probably fed a bale a day since Christmas Eve, and 80% of them were rolled out on the pastures. And one of the keys when you're rolling out on pasture, we were fortunate in one area right in the middle of the cold snap. There was about 4 or 5 inches of snow on the ground, so most of the residual grass wasn't exposed. The ground was probably 2 feet of frost in it. We rolled out 600 bales on probably 3 acres, and it almost looked like the hay, the residual hay, kind of like this. It looked like it was going to be too much, and I was going to have to come and pitchfork it and just thin it out. But the grass is coming through it, so I'm just going to let it go and work its way into the soil. These cows have been in this 2.5 acre section of a pasture for 5 days. Still quite a bit of stockpile left here. It's certainly nowhere near enough to put the cattle on without hay, but I just rolled a hay bale in here. Didn't roll any in the day before, so I'm kind of hitting that part where I got enough stockpile where my hay consumption is about 50% what it was a month ago. And last weekend had a fella come here with a mobile chute. I don't have a chute. I've got a nice corral and a holding pen, but no chute. But we castrated 4 bull calves and vaccinated them, got their ear tags in. And yeah, it's just, it's nice to see. This is the first spring and winter we made it through with, I don't see any lice on the cattle. There's no patches missing a fur. This is a heifer out of a Hereford cow, sired by a Black Angus bull, a registered Black Angus that I was pasturing here a couple of years ago. Beautiful shape. Hopefully she's bred. There's one of the Herefords that she came out of. It would be that cow's sister. And here are the calves. So it's been a great winter. We were fortunate to have deep freeze in the ground, and we didn't pug up any of the pastures we were doing this on. So we put a lot of nutrients down on the soil. Anyway, I thought I'd do a quick update. There's one of my red poll cows. Nice, moderate frame cow, about 1,000 pounds. And her calf is right there. Born in June last year. So probably pushing about 460, 480 pounds. Nice to see them doing well. And actually, I wanted to mention, we castrated the bull calves last weekend. Gave them a shot of, I think it's called lidocaine, before they did the removal. Tetanus shot with a blackleg shot. Just an extra precaution. Doesn't cost much for the vaccine. Something Greg Judy preaches on, so I'll follow his advice like I often do. But one of the things that I've done, we castrated them while they're still on the mother's milk. They're probably not producing a whole lot of milk, but that milk is still there, so they get a good source of protein. I think it does wonders for their immune system from what I've read. And it's just a way to, a stressful period after you ban them or cut them. It's nice to keep them on the mother for 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks is probably fine. And then you can wean them. So these guys got another 10 days. I think I'll leave them on the mother, put them in the holding pen for 3 days, let the mothers wean off, and put the herd back together. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up. Thank you.